Phil legit out here trying to get us banned straight up second night back. Bro, they're gonna hold me accountable. But yes, honest to goodness, 2 nights in a row. I shit you not. Here we are, and we're early, no less. I was chilling on the couch. I got caught up on Fallout. Like, look, I've kind of talked about it in Discord. Like, I've only played Fallout 4. I enjoyed it. I know what a huge following the series has. From what I've heard from, like, tons of people, it's that, like, New Vegas, like, Fallout 3 and New Vegas are, like, the creme de la creme. And obviously, it's subjective. But as somebody that doesn't know, like, a ton about the franchise itself, the show has been fucking awesome, dude. The show has been fantastic. It's a real good time. So if you have Prime, like, dude, I'd give it a look. I've enjoyed it quite thoroughly. But happy time zones, happy Wednesday. I hope you and yours are doing well. Philly! Sup, my guy, everybody, it's a pleasure to see you. Pleasure to be back. 2 nights in a row. Just gonna keep this train rolling. Chugga chugga. I know Phil had told me, excuse me, once, like when we got this downloaded, he reminded me, he told me, obviously I was avoiding like looking at anything outside of like the settings, but I forgot that we can do the recap. Like we've got the recap. I just stumbled upon this little nugget of joy, past trails, like, oh wait, hold on, I need to get back in the EXE. Yeah, like this, ready? Bro, like this is, like the timeline, fantastic. All of the entries, Banana Land, I love it. Your Highness, it is a pleasure. I hope you have the sweetest of dreams, bud. So it's a crisp 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's chilly willy, dude, for sure. Prost, here's to you and yours, man. And yeah, I've switched to, dog, I've had these Astros for a hot minute. The in-ears, they're bugging me. So we're going over the ear. We're gonna insulate a strip of the bald, and we're gonna get to it. Now I can crack up my volume a little bit more too, without fear of blowing my ear holes open. I mean, how do we, like, I don't even know. How do we want to do this? Are we going to take it from the top? Are we going to read out the timeline? Like, I like over the ear, but they make, yeah, same here. That's the only thing. I'll definitely get Sweaty Betty. Limit Glove. Hey, I appreciate it very much, man. Thank you so much. No, like, the hangover, it was real. Yeah, like, after night 1, I had, like, hangover headache. If you've ever had a real bad hangover, the hangover headache, it was real. And it was all day. It was a doo-doo day at work, for sure. I just had a headache all day. I was dehydrated, just copious amounts of hype, like, you name it. Just, my head was pounding. But now we're back and we're good to go. So, yo, Red Mage, what's up, man? It's good to see you. I hope you are doing excellent. Yo, thank you very, very much, man. I appreciate it. I kind of touched on it night 1 back. There was a lot of work behind the scenes that needed to be done. Mentally, you know, health-wise, everything. Everything in these 4 walls under this roof. Not everything, but a good portion of it, for sure. Drank tequila once, never touched it again. The hangover is so bad. Tequila's brutal. I mean, all alcohol is bad. Like, I still dabble here and there. Like, special occasions, obviously. Weddings. You know, we just had a funeral. So we did some of that, too. But, yeah, it's a young person's game. Although they are saying that, at least in the good old US of A, that alcohol consumption has, like, plummeted quite a bit. Which is, I mean, I'm all for it. New Twitch, who dis? Yo, Mac, what's good, dude? How are you? Good to see you, man. But, I mean, we'll take it from the top, man. We'll take it from the top of the timeline. We'll go through chronologically. Damn, and I love, like, low key, we're gonna get back to FC Remake for sure. But I love the fact that they use, like, the OG artwork. The OG artwork, yeah, man. Like, that's nostalgia in itself. Oh, yeah. We're definitely gonna do the recap videos. If I wasn't so, like a top on Monday night, we should have, could have, would have done it then, but we'll definitely do it tonight. Hear about what happened in Manchester today? I did not, but I'm not trying to dox myself. I'm in southern New Hampshire, but you know. Sky SC related for this fall too. It's Banana Land, dude. It's crazy. Actually went and finished the Sky Remake demo after this first stream. Had the itch. Gallblade? No more a perfect time for you to dive in than right now, my guy. Dark. I'll be honest. I was cold after work. I was cold on the ride home, even with the heat on. I got home, piping hot shower. And then it was into sweats and a hoodie, and I was like, you know what? This is staying on because I'm warm. I was like, I'm cozy, so that's what we're doing. Working my way through Horizon. Already got about 40 hours in. That's good, dude. Also, who's this man? Yo. It's the backwards spoked B, for sure. The old, yeah, you can tell when I'm reversed. You know. Yeah, so let's run it back. So, S0, the Great Collapse wipes out the ancient Sumerian civilization, ushering in the Dark Ages. S500, the Dark Ages end thanks in large part to the efforts of the Septian Church. In S947, the War of the Lions erupts in the Erebonian Empire. 952, the War of the Lions comes to an end. Dreikel's Raise Arnor is crowned emperor. 1100, the citizens of the Calvard Kingdom revolt, leading to the creation of the Calvard Republic. In 1134, Crossbell State is established, with Erebonia and Calvard as its... I don't know that word. See, man, I like Dreikel's Raise Arnor. I was so proud of myself, and now, boop, the stumble. Suzerains? Suzerains? Bro. Words are tough, man. Suzerain. Thank you very much, Phil. All right. In 1150, Professor C. Epstein kicks off the Orbital Revolution. In 1178, the Salt Pail appears in the Principality of Northumbria, causing widespread disaster. Where was I? 1192, the 100 Days War between Erebonia and Liberl ignites. In 1196, Samuel Rocksmith is elected president of Calvard. Do I have to like... Oh, no. No. Oh, there we go. The right thumbstick does the trick. Okay. In 1198, an international joint operation is carried out to eradicate the DG cult. 1200... Oh, wait a sec. There we are. 1202, Liberl's intelligence division orchestrates a coup d'etat. Oh, dude, and they line it up with the games, man? Like, nice little detail. Yeah, man, that's what's up. 1203, the orbital shutdown phenomenon spreads across Liberl, and a mysterious floating city appears in the sky. 1204, remnants of the DG cult sow chaos all across Crossbell. Crossbell bids for independence. Civil war breaks out in Erebonia. All in 1204. Whoa, wait. Come on, controller, comply. In 1205, the Erebonian Civil War ends and Crossbell is annexed to the Empire. In 1206, President Rocksmith fails in his bid for re-election. Erebonia then invades Calvard, culminating in the Battle of Jormungand. In 1207, Roy Gramhart takes office as Calvard's new president with a plan to go to the moon. Crossbell overcomes one more barrier. Yes. And finally reestablishes its independence. In 1208, an outbreak of incidents involving the Genesees occurs in Calvard. The Almada Mafia is decimated. And then in 1209, February, a Crimson Grendel appears and begins to operate in the shadows. In March, the Oathbreaker holds a tour of Nemeth Island. The 8th Genesis causes multiple incidents over the course of 3 illusionary days. In April, the Aramis Academy Festival takes place. The presidential office officially announces its forthcoming project. In July, the story moves on to its next stage. Bro, it's in July? It's my birth month. I'm partial. Grumpy, hi. Yeah, we're back 2 nights in a row. Get used to it, fella. Well, I say 2 nights in a row, but like Monday, Wednesday, you get it, for sure. Even the timeline does skip Sky the Third. That's bananas. that is quite bonkers. Just totally glossing over Sky the Third. Wowzers. All right, well, again, we're gonna take it from the top. Trails in the Sky. Estelle and Joshua Bright embark on a journey across the Liberal Kingdom as junior bracers. The pair bond as they take on requests in their father's place, facing mysteries that grow ever more complex. A coup d'etat then plunges the nation into chaos, but even this proves to be only one step toward a much grander conspiracy and crisis fate has in store for the two. Sorry, words. Pardon. Trails in the Sky SC. After the coup is quelled, Joshua reveals his true identity to Estelle. I get a like. I'm a little lamped up. And disappears, prompting her to set off on a new journey to track down his whereabouts. Behind everything is the enigmatic Society of Ouroboros, to whom Joshua once belonged. What are their aims, and what is the deeper truth about the Septarian of space sealed in Liberl? Here we go. Trails in the Sky the Third. You guys remember? You guys remember this? This was Kevin. It's just one of this. It's the last time we got to really like play. This was the last time we got to play as him. Yeah. The promotional materials be damned. He's here. Trails in the Sky the Third. Kevin Graham is a Dominion tasked with meting out judgment under the alias Heretic Hunter. While investigating the anomalies in Liberl, he and his squire Reese are swallowed into Phantasma, a realm born of an artifact called the Recluse Cube. There, the two meet with the similarly summoned Estelle and her companions, confronting together numerous mysteries as well as their own pasts. Trails from Zero. In Crossbell State, wedged between Erebonian and Calvard, young detective Lloyd Bannings is assigned to the police's new special support section. Together, he and his motley companions strive to regain public trust as underdog rivals of the Bracers. However, they soon find themselves up against a conspiracy that could destabilize all of Crossbell. Badger? God, I love that artwork, man. Thanks to the SSS, Crossbell is saved from the crises instigated by the cult and mafia. However, new barriers arise, such as Ouroboros' schemes and pressure from neighboring superpowers. Amidst Crossbell's declaration of independence, a terrorist attack, and other anomalies and designs, Lloyd and crew are faced with truths about the land's deep-rooted destiny, as well as about Kia, the girl they've taken in as family. Has to protect. Must protect. Look at this guy, Bean Borzer. What a stud. Trails of Cold Steel. At the prestigious Thor's Military Academy of the Erebonian Empire, new enrollee Reen Schwarzer is assigned to Class 7, where students of various backgrounds follow a unique curriculum. While sorting out their differences and forging bonds, Class 7 comes across a great number of tribulations spanning the country. Little do they know, however, that these events are but a prelude to the turbulent times awaiting Erebonia. Cold Steel 2. Chancellor Osborne is assassinated, plunging the Empire into a civil war behind which Ouroboros operates in secret. Amidst this, Reen awakens near his hometown and, now recognized as Valamar's Awakener after having braved his trial, rises up with the Divine Knight. Determined to reunite with his scattered friends and unravel the mysteries that abound, Reen steps into the swirling fires of war. Like, whoever wrote this, they got me. It's like, swirling fires of war. Simple yet effective. Trails of Cold Steel 3. 2 years after the Civil War and the revelations it thrust upon him, Reen becomes an instructor at Thor's Military Academy branch campus, where he mentors a new Class 7 also comprised of varied backgrounds and mindsets. Together, he and his students face new mysteries and agendas in an empire ensnared in Osborn's unyielding influence. As they uncover Erebonia's hidden history, they find themselves drawn into the relentless throes of fate. Trails of Cold Steel 4. Class 7's new and old awaken in the witch's hidden village, and Reen is branded the ultimate sacrifice of the curse eating away at Erebonia. As it drives the nation to war, they rally anew to reclaim what they cherish and unveil the Empire's secrets, working behind the scenes of Operation Jormungand in aims of surmounting the rivalries between the Divine Knights and put an end to the land's sinister history, as well as the twilight that stems from it. Blunt was good, dude. Reverie. Crossbell regains its independence from Erebonia, only to again play host to bizarre happenings, from ex-Governor General Rufus abruptly emerging to declare Crossbell a united nation to a mysterious dark dancer, brainwashing the citizenry. My oh my, if we get another dance-off in this game, I might quit Trails for good. Like, I am all about friendship. I fucking love friendship, dog. I will overcome anything and everything by the power of love or friendship. Just the dance thing? Please, no more. 3 strikes, you're out. As Lloyd combats the anomalies, Reen scours their unseen sides from the Empire. In the meanwhile, a masked man using the alias C and an enigmatic girl named Lapis also enter the picture. Thus begins a new tale of interwoven ambitions. Daybreak. One day, Spriggan Van is hired by student Agnes to locate a Genesis left by her great-grandfather. They soon learn, however, that the Almada Mafia seek it as well. While clashing against them, the Genesis resonates with Van's holocore mare, who gains free will. Van is then clad in high-density shards, transforming into the Grendel, an armored demon.
Thanks for the support!
Yo, Arpenzero, thank you for the 27 months, dude. Thank you very, 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 very much, man. Realizing the Genesis are tied to his own fate, Van opts to join Agnes on a quest to retrieve all 8. Agnes volunteers to work as Van's part-time assistant. From there, the two gain a diverse group of allies, including Ferry, Aaron, Catra, Bearguard, and Judith. At the root of every incident they encounter, though, is Almada exploiting the Genesis for their own ends. The situation escalates during the Revolution Festival when Almada executive Melchior uses the 7th Genesis to unleash pandemonium. Despite this phenomenon, Van and crew defeat Almada's leader, Dantes. However, the diabolic core Dantes absorbed then returns to its original vessel, Van, who awakens as Vagrant's Diaspora, and sequesters himself in a space-time rift. Upon hearing the rebukes of his friends, though, Van gathers the resolve to break away from and confront the Demon Lord, ultimately sealing the diabolic core far within the rift. Daybreak 2. Elaine, our beloved, a bracer and Van's childhood friend, asks him to join her in investigating the covert activities of a mysterious entity that resembles Van's Grendel. The pair track and confront this crimson-armored demon, but are soundly defeated. When that was a way to start a game too. Holy mackerel. When Agnes arrives, however, light emanates from her Genesis and rewinds time's flow, granting Van and Elaine a second chance to prevail, which they managed with aid from Agnes, Kincaid, Swin, and Nadia. Yo, Mers, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you very much for that. Didn't have to. Thank you very, very much. Van then leaves his office to Swin and Nadia, who had come to Edith in search of somebody, and travels about chasing leads on the last Genesis, the fragments of which he gathers after tackling Zekdarm's shady dealings and Heyue's internal strife. However, after a tour conducted by Harwood the Oathbreaker on fateful Nemeth Island, the 8 Genesis all fall in the hands of the Crimson Grendel and a mysterious figure called the Garden Master. Upon their return, Van and company endure 3 surreal days of distorted realities before ultimately recovering the Genesis from the Garden Master, Genesis. Afterward, during the Artemis Academy Festival, Van receives an orb mail that leads him and the group to Tryon Tower. They are then whisked to another dimension where the truths about the recent happenings, the Crimson Grendel's identity, and the 8th Genesis are revealed. Whew. Golly. The old Garden Master. It's a name I can, unfortunately, never forget. Holy mackerel, what a name. The Daybreak 2 summary had a typo that replaced the first Garden Master with Grandmaster, which would have completely changed the plot. Fortunately, oh, really? I didn't know that. Hot dog. All right, so now we'll do... Oh, and they just have Arkwright Solutions? Okay, I was going to say, man, do they have everybody? Like, it, holy mackerel. That just scared the shit. I don't know where that sound bit came from, but thank you for the 100 bits, Mew. That one just freaked me out. that will wig me out. All right, now we'll do Daybreak Digests.
Nestled away in the Old Town district of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnes Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique orbments called the Genesis, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Using his connections in normal society and the underworld, Van and
I wonder if that's in a setting. I know, yeah, it is loud. Movie volume. I was just afraid of blowing my ear holes. Let's see if that does the trick.
Nestled away in the Old Town district of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnes Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique orbments called the Genesis, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Using his connections in normal society and the underworld, Van and Agnes found one of the Genesis only to come under fire from a mafia group called Almada. Despite the seemingly hopeless situation, the Genesis resonated with Van's Zypha, a tactical orbment, from which a little fairy named Mare appeared. With her help, Van clad himself in an armor of shards and transformed into the Grendel. He used its overwhelming strength to turn the tables. After that, Agnes agreed to work for Van part-time in exchange for his help in finding all 8 Genesis. The two of them traveled all across Calvert in search of them, and made a number of new friends along the way. Fairy Al-Fayed, a Jaeger who was raised for a life on the battlefield as a Kruger warrior. Aaron Way, a prodigy and a reckless leader of a group of delinquents from Longport's eastern quarter. Brissette Twinings, a service concierge dispatched from the Marduk Company to provide Arkwright Solutions with impeccable support. Katra Salesian, a young engineer stationed at the Basel Institute of Science, where he participates in the development of cutting-edge technology. Judith Lanster, a famous actress in the world of film who leads a double life as the phantom thief Grimcat. And Bergard Zeman, Van's former mentor, and a man who cast off his old name. Together, they braved countless ordeals, and collected many of the Genesees. But they were hounded at every turn by Almada, who used the devices to sow confusion and chaos wherever they went. Eventually, Almada's leader, Gerard Dantes, detonated a nuclear weapon in a remote village and wiped it off the map. Multiple factions, now driven to bring about Almada's end, found themselves as pawns in a death game, where Van and his friends came out on top and ultimately defeated Almada's executives and cohorts. Then, they put an end to Dantes, the source of all this evil. However, during a festival celebrating the Calvardian Revolution, one of Almada's leaders, Melchior, unleashed pandemonium on the capital, reviving Dantes and the other executives and summoning countless devils in the process. Pandemonium brought Time and Edith to a standstill, but with the aid of their allies, Van and his crew were able to once again defeat Melchior and Dantes. Upon Dantes' demise, the diabolic core that he had absorbed into his body found its way back to Van, its original host. Van awakened as Vagrant's diaspora and disappeared, fleeing from his companions. Unwilling to lose their friend, the group chased him into the boundary between Zemuria and the Beyond and confronted the Demon Lord. Thanks to the urging of his friends, Van regained himself and temporarily drove the Demon Lord out by flinging the core into the depths of the rift. With all of these incidents behind them and the end of the year fast approaching, everyone other than Agnes bid a brief farewell to Van as they each left Edith behind. But before they departed, they all promised that they'd see each other again.
Bro, I didn't touch anything. I feel like it just cut it off. In the near future. I know, like, it was supposed to say in the near future. I read it. Right? Oh, I didn't... Yeah, the timing seemed to be quite a bit off. I concur. Like, the video was a bit faster than the stuffs. Let's see how this one rolls.
Nearly 2 months had passed since Almada's defeat. Arkwright Solutions received an unexpected visitor at its door, Elaine Auclair. She came with a request regarding the activities of a mysterious crimson beast which bore a resemblance to Van's Grendel form. The two set out to investigate and eventually tracked it down, but the monster, called the Grendel Zolga, and its power of corrosion overwhelmed them, leading to their demise. However, when Agnes arrived on the scene, the Genesis she carried with her began to glow, causing time itself to rewind before them. Van and Elaine returned to an earlier point in the day and met with Agnes and Kincaid. Together with their help and that of the former assassins Swin and Nadia, who had come to the Republic on other business, they narrowly eked out a victory over the Grendel Zolga. The only clue gained was the supposed core of the 8th Genesis. Having left Swin and Nadia in charge of his business, Van headed to different regions to track down the device. Between Messeldom, the former haunt of Almada, and Longport, where a power struggle within Heiyue had ignited, the web of intrigue surrounding the Genesis fragments had begun to unfurl. Meanwhile, Harwood and Anguis of Ouroboros and mysterious twins were hatching a plot. Moreover, the Grendel Zolga's corrosive power coiled around the capital, and the scheming Garden Master pulled the strings from behind the curtain. Amidst all of this, Van and his friends, along with certain others, were invited to a resort on Nemeth Island by Harwood. The Oathbreaker arranged a series of deadly tours, which would reveal the hidden truths about the island. Van and his friends overcame many challenges, joining forces with allies and at other times being compelled to fight against them. They also helped Ren and Katra come to terms with their traumatic pasts. Then, at the 11th hour, the Garden Master, with the Grendel Zolga at his side, stole all but one of the Genesees. Thus began 3 very peculiar days in Edith. Ashen's attempt on Van's life, tragedy at the Z1 races, a standoff against the Church, an ambush by Marduk and the Kruga, and a military coup enveloping the whole of the capital. Each was a part of the Garden Master's plan, galvanized by a century-long obsession to twist the fabric of reality and rewrite history itself. But with the aid of their allies, including Professor Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples, they unraveled his insidious plot. In doing so, Swin and Nadia found some much-needed closure with regard to their pasts. Even still, other mysteries remained. Who was the Grendel Zolga? The creature at the end of the Garden Master's strings who carried out the corrosion at his behest. The answer came during the Aramis Academy Festival in April. Van received a single orb mail inviting him to Trion Tower. There, the Eschaton Saint appeared before him and used her power to open the way to the Oct Radio, allowing Van and his friends to enter. At the end of this alternate dimensional space created by the Genesees, they finally confronted the mysterious man at the heart of the Grendel Zolga, learning both his shocking identity and the truth behind the 8th Genesis. After a battle spanning time, space, and causality, Van and company took back the power of the Genesees that had been stolen from them, freed their client and friend, and bid the farewell they never got to say.
They didn't even I know I just said they didn't give Dingo a name drop, nothing, just Grendel Zolga. Now afterwards, good, yeah, I definitely feel like I should have watched this Monday night. April 12th, 9:03 p.m.
The tower's observation deck is currently closed for routine maintenance. We look forward to your next visit.
The first day of the Aramis Academy Festival has drawn to a close, and it will continue for another 2 days. Large crowds are expected, so if you plan on attending, we recommend going by train or public transit. Oh, and this just in, we are now learning that President Gramhart will be making an important announcement tomorrow. There's no need to be alarmed, though, as no serious incidents have occurred. We are not at liberty to share all the details, but, yes, we can pass on some of what we heard.
That was much sooner than I anticipated. Professor Cronkite never disappoints. Actually, this may be owed to President Gramhart's leadership.
Hey, Dingo. I promise I'll do my very best. So don't worry. I'll be fine.
Professor Hamilton, I leave the rest to you.
Construction continues in the Ishgal Mountains on the eastern side of the Republic. And it appears that we will be getting an official announcement of Zemuria's first Space Force base.
You sacrificed everything for this, Dingo. We are forever in your debt. Thanks to you, we might just make it in time.
Super off. Super off. But yeah, good recaps nonetheless. Yeah, that was very strange. Hey, Hibbington, thank you very, very much for that gifted sub as well. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well. I should have done this on Monday night, but I was too excited and we just gotten, you know? But now what we can do is get to talk to her for sure. Yeah, the recaps were a little wonky, but that's okay. The point got across, right? Let's get after it. Yeah, it could be a PC thing, could be a bug, like somebody had, like Mew was saying. Whoa, what is happening? Dog, the hitchiness. The hitchiness! Let's just get high. Okay, okay. Ethan, what's up, man? How are you? There we go. Much better. All right. Yeah, we'll run it at high. Here I was thinking the old 3090 was going to be able to pump this out in ultra. I thought wrong. Oh, hey, Harkride. Making the rounds already? How admirable. This is indeed a prime opportunity to expand your horizons. I'd say mine are broad enough, both front stage and back. But our wily host here's given me plenty of incentive with the crowd he's gathered. 2 Dominions, 1 active, 1 retired, the crew from Thor's. And to top it off, a certain big shot who shouldn't even exist anymore. Bit overkill for just a combat tech unveiling, if you ask me. Always the pointed critic, aren't we? As you are already aware, Marduk had the privilege of entering a technological alliance with the holy city of Arteria. Consequently, we are anticipating a great deal of collaboration on Zypha and Shard technology with not only them, but the Epstein Foundation as well. That is also how Father Kevin and Mr. Zeman here were procured to participate in today's test. Nice way to spin it. Felt more to me like you had the Holy City and Foundation with their backs to the wall. I'm well aware there's been an ulterior motive at play from the outset, but you have my gratitude for the occasion nonetheless. It's true that this is not entirely without an agenda, but I do hope that you can consider it equitable for all involved. Marduk's mission statement calls for a proactive approach to publicly releasing our innovations, the AR technology from today included. Yeah, hand to heart, it flat out floored me. VR's impressive enough, but this is the sort of thing that blurs the boundaries of reality altogether. That is the very concept behind its development, actually. We already had a theoretical framework, but it was the 6th generation Zypha standard that finally allowed us to bring it into fruition. Of course, the sheer scale of spatial mapping required limits its application to dedicated facilities such as this at present. That notwithstanding, when presented side by side with virtual reality, something of this nature is certain to make waves the world over. And given that both the church and the foundation have now been brought on, it leaves me very curious as to the project's end goal. Well, at the very least, I can assure you that our aims are nothing nefarious. Master's got intimidation down to an art. Ain't often someone can throw Thorndyke this far off balance. Yep, even now our commander and the rest of us Gralsritter can't hold a candle to him. On the flip side, I'd say the only person who could right now would be none other than Her Holiness. Oh, yeah. And by that you mean... in any event, it's a shame you and Father Kevin brought a smaller turnout than initially anticipated, Mr. Arkwright. Granted, invitations were not extended to those members of your office whom appeared to have unavoidable business to attend to. But after all our painstaking efforts, I'd hoped to have more testers to astound with our newest combat and AR technology. Part of me, and obviously I'm just talking out loud, it feels like this is just getting a scan of the persons. You know what I mean? Just the way he's wording it and wishing that there were more people here to test it, like, it's like gonna scan their consciousness or some shit. I don't know. So that's how it is. Agnes is busy with finals right now, while Katrin has college credit requirements to deal with. Doubt Reset would have offered that info, so he must have found out through some other means. Well, don't sweat it. Got a decent handle on all this now, so I'll give our team the rundown when we're back in the capital. Besides, any gaps I leave, Reset and Master will be there to fill in. Indeed. Agnes and the others should take to it like fish to water. On that note, I'm a bit surprised that you arrived by your lonesome, Kevin. Your other squires I can understand, but one would at least expect you to have brought Reese along. About that, I'm guessing you probably already heard, Master. But over on the Arteria side of things... Yes, go on. Alright, sharing time's over. This convo's on a need-to-know basis only. He was like, let me tell you something. Blue-balled. Pity that. Though I do have a faint idea, courtesy of the grapevine. It's a bit galling, I must add, that our company wasn't tasked with incorporating the Zypha standard into your core systems. The ones the church keeps under top-secret wraps, you mean? Probably about time, with how outdated it must be. And Reese, she's your childhood friend, right? The one whose thumb they say you're always under? Ah! Cool it with the two-pronged attacks, will ya? Kev? I'm so happy to have you back, dog. Damn, dog, where do we go next? As far as springing yourself into full-body action at a moment's notice goes, I'll grant passing marks. It would appear that you've greatly refined your predictive eye over the course of your traineeship. You think so? All the help Van and Aaron gave must have paid off. I'm really starting to feel like my moves are 2 steps ahead of whatever my teammates are about to do. Even so, your grasp on the battlefield in its entirety is less than optimal. You over-rely on the auras close by to inform your actions. To truly embody the essence of a Kruga warrior, you must draw in the flames of the war zone and channel them into a godly roar of lightning, a step which is yet beyond you. Aw, you're way too hard on me, Kasim. Little sister like brother, always in combat mode. Can't they talk about something more, I don't know, party appropriate? That's just the Kruger way for you. They got more of a typical brother-sister relationship than you'd think, though, outside of combat or training. When the whole family was together at their last New Year's festival, Kasim doted on Fairy with a vengeance. In the way he'd beam at their 2 littlest sibbies, like nothing I'd ever seen out of him before. I can't even picture it. You were at the village's New Year's Eve festival, though, eh? Not that I didn't have my hunches. Still going to meet the boyfriend's parents at their holiday homecoming? You two must be pretty serious. Marduk and Kruger have a partnership, that's all. Some equipment got newly furbished, and... Oh, nuts to this. No use pretending otherwise. We've been going steady for about 3 years now. So he figured it was about time to introduce me. Whoa, that long already? You're 2 years older than Reset, right? Sure, that's still plenty young, but you sure as hell ain't a teenager anymore. Yet here you are, dating in the workplace, seizing the day on and off the clock. Man, what I wouldn't give. Listen, you! Perhaps you should prioritize your own private affairs before making sport of others. I don't mean to suggest putting the self above all else. But there are some fields in which a fulfilling personal life will directly impact one's performance. Your hollow style and Kunlun expertise, for instance, to say nothing of the 4 SPGs you undertake. Yeah, can't argue there. I'm pretty curious about that part of Van's life myself. Apparently he and Elaine used to go out when they were still in school. Get out of town! I'd heard he, she, and the Prez's Four-Eyed Aide were an old posse together, but... Wellity, sweet ex-sweethearts with beauty's blade. Now, if that don't beat all. How's about we go a little more in-depth on your relationship statuses, Like, say, with Reset? Pardon my insolence. I've got no flings to speak of, so have pity. Oh, golly. Now, the ketchup. Many games in the making. Doc, for real? I know we talked about it ad nauseum Monday night, but Reen's new drip is something wonderful. I mean, something like Crow too, man. Like, yeah. Everybody looking sharp as hell. Lapis has got a new bod. She's back, you know. What's up? Ain't it already, huh? Huh? Ah, hello there, Arkwright. Fine, anything tasty? Find anything tasty? Word on the streets that you're out to conquer the confectionery world, one sweet at a time. Not the way I would have phrased it, but sure. As for you, little lady, Naughty and Swin weren't kidding when they said that you could pack it away. Old man Jorg worked out a way to convert it all into doll-compatible energy, I'm told. It was a shock to us too, way back when. And her stomach's grown a few sizes since then. Almost makes you want to keep the feed coming just to see how much more she can wolf down. Here, Lapis. How about another helping of roast chicken all slathered in gravy? Thank you. Moving on. It's good to officially meet Schwarzer, Armbrust. Then again, Clausel and Miss Herschel have told me so many stories that this feels more like a reunion. That sounds about right. We've heard a few things here and there about you too. Though Crow has the edge on me there, given the near miss you had during that immigrant incident. Yeah, no hard feelings, but I was doing some poking around in your business at the time. Figures you were skulking behind the curtain. Hard to think of you as just a stranger, especially with an MO like that. I'll take that as an honor. By the way, we're around the same age too, right? Not sure how much you've already caught on to my whole situation, but right now, I run a freelance contracting office over here in the free city of Talsum. You ever need extra hands, just give me a ring, yeah? Be nice if the offer stands the other way around, too. I'll fancy that. Most of the jobs you take must be bigger in scale than my usual fare. But sure, can't go wrong paving a two-way street with the original C, Erebonia's unsung hero. Not sure how much use I'll be with whatever errands you and the not-so-unsung hero have got going on, though. Hey. Sorry, but that's a card that we'll have to keep close to our chest. Still, it'd be great to know that we can rely on each other for help in the case something does come up. Not to mention, I believe we already have a certain acquaintance in common. He must be that junior disciple she mentions. Well, I won't just out and name drop here, but you've got my condolences. And watch your step. One look at that swordplay you showed off earlier and she'll drag you into a fight if it's the last thing she does. There it is, man! Been so long. I'll keep that in mind. Though for all the improvements I've made, she seems to be climbing even higher. You two had a run-in at the start of last year, right? She must be some real serious business if this is your takeaway. The way things are set up this time around, we're probably in for a close brush. Or even closer, depending. And on that note, I got a request for you, Arkwright. Any chance you and the rest of your solutions crew can take Princess Silverblade in? Maybe keep a tight leash on her for a bit? Are you nuts? We haven't even heard a peep from her in over 2 months now. And the last time was when she tried to make up for eating my limited edition cake with a half-assed replacement and a tee-hee whoopsie. The early summer exclusive sweet cherry one, you mean? I had a slice of it myself. It was simply adorable and outrageously scrumptious to boot. But what? That was an inside job? Wait, were you still in shard form back then? He's got more layers to him than stories suggest. Pun not intended. Yeah, plus a pound the CID we should be on our toes about. Still, I think we can trust this one, more or less. I mean, all things considered, it's kind of Rich Crow talking about trust. Like, I think we can trust him. Like, dog, I'm letting bygones be bygones. Love you mean it, but there was some shit, man. I just can't forget. Ladies and gentlemen, we have prepared additional sweets and delicacies for your enjoyment. We'll be bringing them around shortly. Feel free to call us if we can be of service to you. Oh, damn! That's from that Erebonian place. The one that caters to the Imperial family itself. Hold your horses, Van. Better wait till I've got a bit more room in the old stomach before I dig into those. Trying additional sweets will change the location of some characters and provide new topics of discussion? Huh? So, we get additional dialogue by chow time? Alright, man. So now we have to go to the buffet table, and then we get more dialogue. You know what? I will say for a talk tour, that's a nice way to bring it up. Or to split it up, I mean. They say this is the Empire's ultimate dessert. The Empress of Chocolate Cakes herself. The Sasher Tort. My, you certainly know your stuff. It was made fresh in the Empire just this morning and air delivered here. Shall I cut you a piece? Accepting a slice of Sasher Tort will change the location of some characters and provide new topics.
That rich, decadent butter cake slathered in a smooth, lustrous ganache. I hear it's even been soaked in a sweet and deliciously tart apricot jam. I'm drooling just thinking about it.
I'll excuse the non-voiced dialogue during our just conversations we had for this, because this is great.
Can I get a piece? Wait, no, 2 pieces?
I'll take the entire cake!
What the
LP?
crap?
You rascal.
Hello, Van. Doesn't this cake look exceptionally yummy? I'd love to be able to take it home and share it with Nutty and Swin, but it'll probably get eaten up here, huh? What a shame.
Sir?
Is the volume okay? Just looking at my levels, it looks like it's teetering close. Want to make sure.
It's fine. You can give it to her.
Damn, Van.
Thanks! I'll take it then.
The whole thing.
Wow, that cake Lapis had looked delicious! Can I get some too? Van?
Homie is just heartbroken.
I failed you, my Empress.
It'll be all right, sir.
We have a second one ready in the back. I'll go prepare it.
Shortly thereafter, Van got a slice from the backup sash tort and the maid brought out. Prize in hand, he took the time to slowly savor its rich, delicate sweetness. Lapis tried to get more, but he stopped her. Oh, LP. Can confirm at least the issue with the recap is not affecting your Steam copy of the game, so no idea what's causing it. Very strange. The conversations are still flowing at this point. I kind of just want to grab a coffee and put my feet up. But, like I thought, there really is a lot going on here. Yes, I ought to keep sniffing out leads. Give me the cake, kid.
Oh, Van, that cake earlier was absolutely delectable. It makes me wish I paid the original shop a visit with Nadia while infiltrating the Imperial capital 2 years back.
I don't even know where to start with that sentence. But wait, you ate the whole thing already? Look, specialty cakes like that are something master patissiers pour their entire souls in. She's like, shut up, bro. Nom, 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 nom.
So they call these millefeuilles?
I have no idea. It's French, and I'm not French. I am on my mom's side, but I don't speak any of it.
The creaminess, the crispiness, it's to die for.
Listen, you!
There, Van. But wow, Lapis, you sure have a big appetite. I remember you staring holes in the food at Montmartre, too, back when you were a fairy.
Seconds away from drooling, even. The sorry sight of you made dead set on feeding you. How did I not notice Altina?
Even in her previous body, she was an unfathomable glutton. But this new stage of development likely allows her to consume more than ever before.
Bad news for Swin and Nadia's savings, though I'll bet a certain rook's got a nest egg hidden away. Oh, you snagged yourself some sash tort too. The place it came from's gained a real high-end rep over its long history. Must be a rare trade even for an Erebonian.
Actually, a close relative of mine has a fondness for it, so I do get some from her on occasion. She's been holding off nowadays, though, out of consideration for her weight. Her latest fixation is pretzels, per the recommendation of our cross-spelling acquaintance.
Oh? Now you got my attention. Pretzels are made from a totally different type of dough, I hear.
Fill me in on what those are exactly. A pretzel is a dense, chewy bread made by twisting dough, then baking it. From sweet and savory salted honey to crisp bacon wrapped, every kind is worth a try. Ooh, that does sound tasty. And a good fit for field rations, too.
Yeah, one theory even says that they were first made in, monasteries as a shelf-stable food during the Dark Ages.
They've all eaten so much, and yet their dessert discussions are no less lively for it. I'm sure it wouldn't be livelier. I'm sure it would even be livelier if Milliam and Yuna were here.
The name drops. Hunter, I also had that issue with the recap in Daybreak 2 cutting off the dialogue on my PlayStation, so I don't know if it's patched out. Okay, yeah. I take a little bit of comfort in knowing that I wasn't the only one going through it, and at least you know, you guys were able to see it too, so it wasn't just me, like, trying to explain it. It is an honor to meet you once again, young Divine Blade. Neither the Empire's campaign nor the subsequent crisis in Crossbell would have reached a resolution were it not for you. Oh no, I couldn't have done it without the help of all my friends and allies. Father Bearguard and Marduk had a hand in things too, I'm told. Indeed, though Marduk's cooperation was more closely aligned with Operation Mil Mirage. We called upon the various Jaeger Corps across Emuria and facilitated their contract with the Viceland army. I hadn't realized. If anyone could have pulled that off, it's your company. As for myself, being unable to act in any official capacity, a modest bit of assistance for the Radiant Wings was the best I could provide. This hardly compensates for that, but allow me to express how proud I am of what Gaius was able to accomplish with all of you.
It just doesn't get more dependable than him, even compared to the rest of Class 7. He was so sure that you had passed away all the way up until late last December, was it?
Yes, our first reunion in 3 years. I had expected some measure of anger, but instead he simply embraced me without so much as a word. A finer disciple than I deserve, that one.
That sounds like him, all right. I made Father Gaius' acquaintance the other day as a result of Marduk's technological partnership with the church. He is as exceptional a youth as they claim, diligent in his self-betterment, and as mighty as any dominion. Above all, his ability to become one with the wind. Would that my sister could follow his example. Wait, are you saying...
Ah yes, I've heard tell of this from their elder.
But supposedly the people in Nord Highland share a common ancestor with the Kruger. Yes, though not all a recent one. Our connection is best described as that of distant kinsmen. Around 1,000 years ago, during the chaos after the Great Collapse, the Nord tribe migrated from the central east of northwestern Zemuria. The Kruger, on the other hand, remained in the central east, with each tribe vowing to act as protectors of their respective regions. I never knew.
Such is also written in the Testaments, making it more fact than mere folklore. It is due in part to my curiosity over that very verse that I was compelled to travel to Nord.
And you ended up finding another disciple there. Call that fate at work. From what I hear, the Nord tribe taps into the breath of the winds, and the Kruger flames. Apparently those winds did their part in helping the Empire's curse blow over. So exactly what role are the flames meant to play? Well... Because what Septarians are we still missing? Is it... Are we missing any? I think we are still, but I don't remember, obviously. Wind, water, and time. Okay, I thought it was time. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. I should have followed that up with, I am Captain Planet. You've grown, Van, pressing such an incisive point at this of all moments. Truly have you done credit to your reputation as a dropout disciple, to put it in Mother Celise and Father Leon's terms. Well, excuse me for not being a valedictorian. And for the record, compared to Gaius, those two are practically still thumb-sucking little rugrats themselves.
Now, be at ease. Consider this a friendly student rivalry of sorts.
How? Leon disses me like a stab to the jugular. Dude went 0 to heated. Regardless, I have already distanced myself from the Kruger tribe's charge. It will have to be Ferida who gives the answer you seek, or rather who uncovers it alongside you all. Oh, forget it. Dancing around a topic's nothing new for you. My apologies, but this is genuinely the best I'm able to answer. Excuse me. Although, there is more I can divulge were you to become her groom and thus a brother of the Kruger. Bro, stop it. Whoa. Warn a guy before you start busting out the crazy hypotheticals. And since when have you ever smiled like that? If looks could kill, it'd be capital murder. An overactive imagination on your part.
Bearguard's loving it, dude. He's just eating all this up. Looks like expectations weigh heavy on him. In every direction at that. Much like yourself in recent past, do try to foster a cordial relationship if you could. Of course, I was already hoping to. Yo, Arkride, making the rounds again? Hustle never stops for you, does it? I could stand to learn much about driving business from a self-employed man such as yourself. This ain't about talking shop. Your little trio just had so much combined fishiness that I could practically see the stink lines. Sounds rich coming from me, I know, but on some level, I'm the most stand-up guy here. I mean, you ain't wrong. Haha! Might have to give you that one. The both of us do share a dark history, as well as an association with a certain letter of the alphabet. I also seem to recall appealing to the Azure Chevalier during my tenure as the Noble Alliance's Chief of Staff in the Civil War. Oh yeah, that did happen. Maybe put it in a way that doesn't make us sound like a bad situationship, though. Situationship. It's true that there's no particular amity between us. Even so, fate has tied us together, however loosely. With your freelancing practice underway, I'm sure the time will come when I will have need to hire you. Use and abuse me, more like it. So what? You're mixed in with these? So what are you mixed in with these two for? I cannot word. Brr. Hashing out that contractor work Mirabelle brought up? It is as you surmise, yes. There are some minor points to discuss now that they, like you, are external testers for Marduk Total Security Company. Well, in my case, I can't really expect a lot of backing, so I'm getting some from them in exchange for trial running a new, well, let's call it a vehicle. We're gonna get a Soldot? Are they gonna bring back the tier thing and make it not doo-doo caca poo poo pee pee? Just a thought. Just a thought. You know the situation with Lapis well enough that I have no need to explicate mine any further. Though it bears mentioning that it is largely due to the goodwill of Meister Jorg after his transfer to Marduk. Again, with the casual secret spilling. Not that Ren hasn't already filled me in on that. As for this trial run, I think I'm catching on. Guessing it has to do with where you're headed after this? Heh, my lips are zipped. At any rate, Marduk has made external testers of us all. Now, what say we capitalize on this opportunity to deepen our bonds of camaraderie? Pass! So delightfully in sync. I'll be expecting great things from you all. Hard pass, they say. They're like, nah, no way. I see. So your dialects both originate from the northeastern regions of central Zemuria? Oh, okay. Seems so. That's a place my grandpappy was born and raised, after all. And you mentioned being from Emerose, right, Kevin? Yep, one of the middlemost of the free cities, right to the south of Arteria. Wasn't a lot of people who sound like I do, though. You find them more in the boonies up northways. Funny, I once had a Liberlian merchant for a client, and she mentioned having roots in the free cities, too. Huh, I think I know just the gal you're talking about. You sure do cast a wide network, though, Arkride. Even got all chummy with two of my colleagues through Master Bearguard, right? And now you got a whole nother slew of names to add to the list. So Lisa's Templar sword is so gnarly. Yeah, well, chummy is a strong word in those cases. But yeah, between the Thor's crew and Ironblood #1, it's been a lot of first meetings. Even you I haven't seen in a while. For someone content to stay cooped up in his narrow little slice of Edith, though, this sort of thing's way out of my comfort zone. Ah, hooey! You got friends in high places from the guild to the CID, and your inside tracks under this table go deeper than just Hayuway. To say nothing of his connections at Marduk, all of it can be attributed to his personal magnetism, I'm sure. Can you lay off the overselling before it puts me smack dab in the middle of Elsim and Ikaruga's crosshairs? Throw some Liberlian royals or Erebonian witches in on top of that, and then I'd really have a meltdown. All right, keep your shirt on. Yeesh. I'd rib you jinxing it for yourself, but you genuinely sound worn slap out over this. Unsurprising. In for a reg, in for a selge is a core tenet of Mr. Arkride's style, as it were. Haha. Well, not to sound like Master Bearguard, but if it means forging more ties, that's something to be valued. Friendly advice, though, you might want to rein back on cozying up to the den of snakes. Sorry to come down so hard. It's not like I don't have my fair share of contacts there, too. But even if I'd take them over the cult or Almada, some of the heretics they got are nothing to laugh about. That includes a handful you're all too familiar with, like your good pal the Oathbreaker. Familiar and pal are also strong words there, but I get what you're trying to say. Ain't something you gotta hammer in with me, though. I only ever judge people for the people they are. Still, I'll watch my step. Wouldn't want to get into hot water with your old self, now would I? Aw, I've long washed my hands of that. Just try to keep off Iscariot's radar, alright? Ooh, boy. Underneath the goofball exterior, he's still a top-class Gralsritter through and through. And according to Marduk's data, he went by a more grisly title until 6 years ago. The past is the past. What matters is how one lives in the present. Though perhaps that rings a bit odd coming from me of all people. Reset? Mirabelle, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Oh, hush up and take the hug. I swear you really are such a... Yo, man, that's adorbs. Mirabelle, please, we're in public. I'm gonna be that dad forever that hugs and kisses Youngblood in public in front of everybody, his friends. It's never gonna end. Don't mind the rubberneckers. Giving you a big ol' squeeze is my only order of business right now. This is all a misunderstanding. Don't be embarrassed, kid. Alright, that's probably about all I can poke and prod about now. Looks like the cogs are turning in more places than I imagined. Well, whatever, time to break this off and kick back with a good cup of joe. Selecting take a coffee break from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. We can do that. Ethan, curious if I've kept up with a certain popular streamer's Trails journey. No, man, I haven't been on Twitch, like, at all. That's a lie. Couple times just to resub with Zach, truth be told. So I don't know who it is you are referring to.
I'm glad to see everyone enjoying themselves so thoroughly. If I could have all your attention for a moment, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I would like to once more offer my sincere gratitude to everyone for their cooperation in our trial.
I gotta turn that up on my end.
Though we had some concerns due to the tight schedule the products were made under, the data from the test results surpassed our expectations.
Dude. I'm like, I know it's a dumb question, but like, is the entire OST just banger after banger?
Over the next few days, we will work to fix any and all issues that were discovered and have an update as soon as possible.
The most popular Kingdom Hearts streamer played FC Remake and got absolutely hooked and hyperfixated. Again, Ethan, I don't know who it is you're referring to, but I guess the answer still remains the same. No, I have no idea. I haven't followed he, she, they, them, whoever it is.
So,
and I mean no disrespect by that. I don't know them.
I'd like to extend my heartfelt hope that we continue our mutually beneficial relations.
I'm really not sure what to think about all this. Yeah, he reminds me a little too much of the head of the Black Workshop. Still holding out hope this place isn't nearly as bad, though.
Even so, I can't help but feel it has just as many secrets.
Yikes. I was definitely the right guy to send here.
Facts.
Poor Gaius just ain't cut out for this shady stuff, and Celeste probably would have ended up leveling the building somehow.
Knowing her, you're probably right. But then again, are you really so different?
I'm certainly very thankful for this new body. But we owe a fair bit because of it now, don't we?
Indeed. It wasn't simply a gift from the Meister. It was also a bit of a clever trap for us by the General Manager, or perhaps even the C-Suite.
As I'm sure you're all aware, our company is in full cooperation with the Republic's bold new initiative.
Lothars, I am well, handsome. How are you guys doing?
However, due to a majority of our internal resources being allocated there are certain tasks we've been unable to deal with. As such, some of you may find yourself contacted with a proposition in the days to come. Of course, we've no intention of forcing any of you. If you happen to be interested, however, we'd gladly welcome your continued cooperation.
She okay?
I remember hearing that Altina works with the Empire's branch of the Epstein Foundation.
That's right. Is it perhaps... I can't really say much about it. Just think of it as another one of our general manager's sneaky little tricks.
But that's enough business talk for the evening. For now, we've prepared hotel rooms for all of you. Your accommodations are at a high-end hotel in the center of Levance. I invite you to rest there and recover from your exertions. Oh, pardon me.
Wilbus Gumble, thanks very much for the follow, bud. Welcome in. Youngblood and Misses are doing very well, Lothars. Thank you, Ho Fan and Little Miss are doing excellent, always. This song is a total mood.
My apologies for the interruption. However, I've just received some news I suspect all of you will be interested in as well.
Sus tune.
A live broadcast from Calvert has begun airing. I'll take the opportunity to put it up on a monitor so we can watch.
Now, as per the sudden announcement from the presidential office, the launch of the second orbital rocket is about to take place. As outlined in the initial plan, this will be a trial run to confirm pilot safety for the manned flight plan in the third launch.
Wait, what?
Wasn't the launch scheduled for 2 weeks from now?
It would appear the schedule was bumped up.
It seems preparations are complete and they're ready to begin the countdown.
we've been granted access to the on-site 3D camera. Ms. Alton, please switch the feed over to the AR system.
I think Thorndyke is an Anguis.
You can't just dump that on me out of nowhere. At least we're gonna have the best seats in the house.
Whoa. This the same AR tech from the trial?
Bro, that's bonkers.
Beginning countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
That's as far as the AR was able to follow from the 3D camera feed. The rest, we'll just have to watch from the camera on the satellite.
A place that even Elysium was unable to reach.
Yeah.
Humanoid unit, huh?
Which means the actual thing they want to send up there must be...
One of the Republic's assault frames. But wouldn't its balance be a problem?
Crash test robot frame.
Satellite, Prometheus 4. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame. EXD completed. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield, functional. Oxygen ratio, nominal. Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
Does still kind of remind me of a tear thing. Just a little bit. Very blocky.
I hereby declare Part 1 of Project Star Taker's second phase complete. Provided the EXD unit's return is successful, we'll proceed immediately to Phase 3. Today's launch was moved forward without notice. However, we plan to have the Presidential Office issue an announcement prior to the next one. I expect we won't keep you waiting for long. And as always, we ask for your continued support for this project.
This has been live coverage from the command center at Zeku Space Base.
Zaku?
We'll have more details on the project schedule once the test dummy's return mission is complete.
It really is just a test dummy. Like the 90s commercials.
Shall we hurry back to the Republic?
Yeah, looks like things are really gonna start speeding up from here on.
I've completed my interim reports, so I'm free to return to my transfer assignment.
That's great! Let's all go back together then.
Yes.
Kasim, Mirabelle, Mr. Thorndyke, thank you for all your help.
After seeing that test dummy, there's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, it's probably the real reason behind our unofficial invite to the Republic.
Along with your partners, right?
Right. My machine was brought from the Imperial Airport, disguised as civilian airship cargo.
You brought yours in from the Free Cities, is that right?
Yeah, I just finished setting up a cozy little spot for myself there. Thanks to all this, I owe the local authorities a huge favor now, though. But the Republic really went out of its way to take care of all the costs and negotiations involved in this trip.
That begs the question, why are they so eager to have you in Basel? And I must say it worries me that Rufus is also active again now of all times.
I know what you mean, but I don't think he'll be making the same kind of suspicious plays that he did 2 years ago.
Worrying about that guy's motives is a waste of time. He seems to be on the same page as that manager guy for now, anyway. Oh, but that reminds me, what was all that about before?
I'm guessing something's happened with the Epstein Foundation?
Yes. In fact, I just received word from Chief Plato that... Oh, there you all are. Hey, everyone!
Yo!
The time is nigh. The 8 leaves must come together as one and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn.
Bro!
It is after your fateful clash with the Black God that you will find your true blade.
Yo, the voice is so, like yes, need to meet him, need to see him, need to have him.
I can't stop thinking about how strange that space program is.
Oh.
Not only that, but the fact they were so easily able to reach somewhere even Elysium couldn't is shocking. What are we going to do, Rufus?
Given the way things are at the moment, I don't intend to make any big moves. Besides, we still need to get your new body sorted out. For now, we'll meet up with Swin and Nadia as planned. We can treat it as a little vacation.
Okay. I wonder what Nadia and Swin will think of my new body.
You're adorbs, kiddo.
Don't know what your previous one looked like, but I can say for certain that this one is just jam-packed full of cute. That Rosenberg guy doesn't mess around. And of course, it helps that you're such a charming little lady on your own, too.
Oh my god, they're all together?
I'm glad you agree. You know, your name isn't too bad either.
Yo, like, who in a million years would have thought we'd have Rufus and Kevin in a car together? Like, and with LP, no less, as well. But he's just kicking it. He's just third, like, I say third wheel, obviously, you know what I mean, but like, he's just third wheel, and he's just like, hey, gang, what's up?
70 points? No, definitely a 69 on the cuteness index.
Hey, now, ain't that kind of stingy? And what did my poor name do to lose that extra point?
Nice.
The fact that she acts without regard for others' feelings is simply part of her charm. And just for reference, my name scored an 85.
Whoa! Shots fired. Rufus has got a better name than Kev. Sorry, big dog.
Just had to rub it in, didn't you? Man, I'm catching it from all sides today. For real, though, I'm grateful for the ride. Even if I'm only going to the Levance airport, I really wanted to avoid all the bells and whistles of a Marduk send-off.
Bro, is the Merkaba there just low-key stealth? It's just cloak mode?
It's my pleasure. However, given who you are, I imagine you could have flown anywhere you wanted without help. 5th Dominion, the Thousand-Hand Guardian. Or perhaps you've changed your title again.
He does have such a sultry voice, man.
I suspect what you were looking for wasn't just a ride, but a chance to discuss something with us away from prying ears?
It's okay, so hear me out here. Like there's like a little weave, like a motif of, was it The Legend of Zelda 2 for Nintendo, or was it I can hear it. Like, I hear it a little bit. Yeah, the old dungeon theme. Yeah. Really neat. I like it. It's very, very nice.
Huh?
You got me. Figures that I couldn't pull one over on the top dog of the Ironbloods, the villain who plotted against the world. I couldn't talk about this earlier since Arkwright's master was there. But now, it's time for us bad guys to make some moves.
Huh?
You see, I've got a job to do. I'd like to hire you to help out. What do you say?
No, Kev, you're not a bad guy. Don't fucking talk like that.
Perhaps I stirred the pot a bit too much. All of their selection as test members was entirely up to the risk management AI. But, well, I suppose it's true that we were able to resolve a number of outstanding issues thanks to them.
You can be a real slimeball when you want to be.
That's great.
You could have at least told Reset the truth, you know?
It was a necessary step, considering what lies ahead. First, the President's office pushed Phase 2 up without any advance notice.
Yeah, it's all I can hear.
And now, taking into account the schedule for Phase 3 they just sent us, we're only barely going to make it in time.
But that's... Ugh! What is that good-looking, good-for-nothing president even thinking? I don't care what kind of shifty stuff is going on behind the scenes. Ain't he rushing just a bit too much?
Even so, if we were to push back at all, everything we've worked for may just go up in smoke. We can leave the issue of the Garten entirely to the Foundation, so I want everyone to devote their full focus to this. We simply must bring forth all the resources we can muster, all for the Republic's dear Project Startaker. Or perhaps I should call it the President's plan to drive a blade into the heavens.
Golly. Whoa! Is that Campanella? Is that campy? Wow, it is! Holy!
Stupendous. Things are getting even more fun than I'd hoped.
Yo!
Campanella? Just what is the meaning of this? I got your message. I thought we agreed that you'd be helping with this, so why are you pulling out at the last second?
Dude, his bowl cut got longer!
Sorry, my bad. I just got really busy here all of a sudden. Everything on the surface has gotten so complicated. I don't have any time left to be helping out behind the scenes.
It's far too late to back out now. Besides, isn't Harwood freed up? I'm well aware that someone needs to act as an observer, but just leave it to him and easily.
Well, that'll be tough. Seeing as the old man left on a business trip yesterday, he asked me to just keep things moving along.
What?
Yep. He said it was part of the third plan and approved by you-know-who.
Luciola.
And thanks to that, I'm utterly swamped with work. The best I can do is help you out here and there in my spare time.
Forget it then. I don't need your help. Damn you, Harwood. I cooperate with you on every possible occasion, and this is what I get in return? Fine. Since it's come to this, I'll simply have to go to the enforcers who are available, even if they're still wet behind the ears.
The new enforcers? I don't think our two newest members are really in a state to help at the moment.
Not who I was thinking. Truly.
Might be kinda tough for most of the others, too. But these two might just have a bit of time.
Is it gonna be Cedric and Shirley?
Oops!
See? Sorry, Campy. Have to pause the stream real quick, you know?
No, that's not. Who the fuck are you, man?
Greetings. It would appear you're in the middle of your observation duties. I take it you're looking for assistance?
Perceptive as usual. I like it. That said, I'm not the one in need of help this time around. I'd like you two to give the professor a hand with his project.
Ah, it was something to do with Marduk, if I recall correctly.
That prof? Well, I guess I do owe him a favor, so as long as he's cool with me working remotely.
Much appreciated. Even though this isn't a front and center job, it's still very important. After all, it's part of her final plan. The long-awaited third phase, the Eternal Recurrence Plan.
Bro! Campy. Wait, can I watch? Do I watch? Can I watch? Am I allowed to watch? I forgot! I'm all sweaty again, dude. Bro. Dude, this song is just certified. Oh my God. Dog, the new engine just, wow, it looks good. Holy man. Whew. So is there something's wrong with the game, clearly. Well, I was still loving life. I was still having the time of my life. 5,000 mirrors has been placed in your account as a reward for completing the taking the Valhalla sector by storm. All right. I wonder if I could just restart the game. Maybe. I don't know. Damn, that song is a bop and a half. Wowzers.
Truly well done.
Can't complain with that.
S rank. Right off the rip. Holy mackerel. Yo, Turbo Slopper, thank you very much for the sub, man. Might not hurt to verify the game files. We could do that. Who's the employee of the month? You can acquire Spriggan points by completing 4 SPGs and making optimal choices during the chapter. The rank goes up. How is there like some leeway here and there? Some people hate it because of the full version, but I love it. That's the thing that I have just over the years come to accept about fans of anything, not just trails. You're gonna have people that love shit. You're gonna have people that absolutely detest shit, and then you're gonna have people that are right in the middle that are just like, I'm just here, dude. I'm here. I'm just here, dog. I'm here for the goods.
I'm not gonna say no.
Of course it's Kev. Let's go. Love it. Employee of the month. At the end of the chapter, character performed the most proficiently in combat will be awarded the title Employee of the Month. Yeah, just here vibing, dude, for sure. Oh. Whoa, what? Hold on. I'm going to save first. And then Ouroboros channel? Huh? Am I okay to press this? Short time prior.
This is the comms and observation satellite, Prometheus 4. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame, EXD completed. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield, functional. Oxygen ratio, nominal. Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
Just chilling. Just...
Sup, chat? It's Ouroboros, Myroboros, Ouroboros. That launch, though, literally out of this world. And the fact I got it on stream, so godlike.
What the fuck,
dummy
dude?
floating around, cute. Wait, hold up. This viewer count's popping off.
Valley girl.
That tracks, though. This is some real historical-ish. Anyone who missed it's in for some primo FOMO. Can humanity really touch the stars? I'll be keeping major tabs, so stay tuned for those deets, Ouroboros. Anyways, that's all for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Bro. I don't know what the hell her name is. That's great. That's hilarious. That shit caught me totally off guard. Now we're banned? The fuck is this, man? Yo, Grumpy, I don't blame you for that. For sure. Already got banned. Imagine that. All right, so hang on. I'm going to save again. No. Alt F4, abandoned ship. And I'm not looking. I'm just going to restart the game. Ready, set, go. Okay, we're going to do it again. There's some sync issues. Some sync issues for sure. We'll see if we can't get it back up and... Oh, you know what? I didn't even think to verify the old game files. Oh, the intro will play again? All right, so hang on. We're going to... I know, sorry. Gonna kind of derail things here. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, too. Verify. Oh, damn. This is a long verification process. But then, yeah, we'll just let the OP roll. Gotta disappear for a second. Need a little dabble. Back in the saddle. Bro, she's great. I have no idea who that is, but she's hilarious. Just a whole bunch of Twitter talk. Oh yeah, Mers. No, thank you very much. I'll definitely I'll listen to the whole thing, the really daily. But yeah, the comments always abandon ship. When Peen Schitzer pulled up in the prologue, man. Yo, bonkers, dude. Didn't expect it. Dawn? What's up, my man? Yeah, because there's no update for the game, so we'll just relaunch her. See how it goes. Oh. Oh, shoot. Now we're getting even more? Tech countries, factions, past events, horrible revolution. Now, does this update as the game progresses? Ah, see, that's really cool.
Nestled away in the Old Town district of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a...
Nope, still off, and I don't know why that would be. That has nothing to do with it. Might just have to deal, unfortunately. I don't know. It's not going to be on input. Shouldn't matter. All right. Well, you know what? Just for S&Gs, little water break, you know? And I want to let this OP run again, maybe? Would it be a frame rate thing? Never seen this on anyone else. I don't think it would be a frame... Like, the only thing I was thinking of would be under... Is it general? I think? Text display speed on fast? Should I just set it to normal? Maybe? Like, that's literally the only thing... But I feel like that would just be, like, just the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, within conversations between characters. You get the same shit on instant? Okay. Yeah, it's very weird. Nah, it's none of this. That's alright. We'll rock with it. Damn, now I really want that OP to run back, though. Try it below. Alright.
Nestled away in the Old Town district of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnes Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique orbments called the Genesees, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Using his connections in North...
Z-Raptor? Yo, you guys, MVPs. Tornix, thank you. Right on. But yeah, now, and also that I'm thinking about it. I hate VSync with a passion. It's automatically on. Anything above 144 is bugged. See, I tried to keep it, like, if VSync was on, I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep it, because that's what my monitor's refresh rate is set to, so. But alright, now I'm just gonna double check again. I'm sorry.
Nestled away in the Old Town district of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a...
Aces, fam, aces, we're good to go. Alright, now we'll really just let the OP run. Will it? It should, right? Now it will? Yeah, we're big chilling now, duder. Yeah. We'll let this run. Run and gun. Not sure if you have to start chapter 1. Okay, yeah, we'll let her go. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Ow! Ouch. Alright, this is me in all my glory. Yeah, this song is it's a super vibe. Very, very cozy, very comfy. I can't get comfortable. It's alright. I saw nothing. All right. Let's keep going. Into the chill. Yes, we are, friends. Van, Ferry, Reset, and Bearguard wasted no time leaving Orid State and made haste for the capital. The ruins of Cray Village. The switch up. San Fran, thanks so much for the follow, but I appreciate it. Welcome in. Factoring in breaks and driver swaps, the trip back to Edith took 10 hours in total. July 8th, 12:09, 11:40 p.m. Hey! Yo! Yums! Yo, kiddo, it's so good to see you. Judith? Paulette? Daddy-o. Get out of my store now, Arkwright. Sorry, Victor. Following their late night arrival at Old Town's famous bistro, they enjoyed a specialty dinner courtesy of its owner. Yo, everybody's new, like, comfy casual drip right now is lovely. Oh, shit. Low-key, I thought they were gonna show butt cheeks. If I'm being totally honest. I thought they were gonna show Bearguard booty cheeks. Dude, he is just all head and shoulders. Just straight swole. After taking turns in the showers, they each returned to their rooms and collapsed into bed, their exhaustion having finally caught up with them. We can only dream is right. Back to business. Sarah, my beloved. What's good, fam? How are you? Yeah, Otter, maybe one day, dude. I hope something... Does anything good happen on July the 14th? I'm partial. It's my birthday. Capital of Calvert, Edith, 8th District in Old Town. I will have to play and find out. You're absolutely right.
Damn good breeze this morning.
Bro, red-haired young man, what are you wearing?
Yeah, hey. I don't mind you letting in some fresh air, but at least give a guy a warning first.
Seems the band is back together once again.
If you need an open window that bad, maybe try not wearing a damn leather jacket in the middle of summer.
Tell that to the other old man sitting next to you, geezer.
Whoa! Holy sultry. Little Conqueror of Longport?
And FYI, this thing's made for summer. It's the definition of light and breezy.
Golly.
Not to mention practical. It's loaded with ballistic and piercing resistant material. With this, I'll be wrapping up 4 SPGs left and right in style.
God damn, dog.
And speaking of style, just look at me. I got that, talent, and looks to spare. I'm the whole damn package.
Too bad said package doesn't come with a bit of humility.
True, but one can hardly deny he wears it well.
Is Bear got, like, R.I.P. Barkhorn. I almost called him Barkhorn again. He's the only one that didn't get new drip?
Yeah, it totally fits his vibe. And that goes double for you and your new look, Katra.
You think?
Undergraduate of the Basel Institute of Science.
I normally go for darker colors myself, but Agnes and Judith recommended this, so yeah.
Still waiting for a Barkhorn DLC outfit for him? I would love that.
Oh, I also made the headset I use to control my drones more compact, hence me not having that over my ears.
Confirmed. Heat dissipation efficiency has thus increased by 30%.
Getting to see Katra's ears? I feel like that's a glow up in and of itself. Rough.
Well, at least one of us seems prepped for summer. That fits nice and slick, and it doesn't cramp your style either. Suits you to a T.
You bet it does. I've got a pretty darn discerning eye, if I do say so myself.
Golly, Judith. Wowzers.
I suppose this is one of the perks of having an actress as a friend. Honestly, I forget you're a celebrity sometimes with how approachable you are.
I forget because of the catsuit she's always running around in. You know you're never beating the Kingster allegations, right?
I don't need to because I'm not a Kingster! Oh, I'm so over this.
Jeez.
Teasing aside, you really do look wonderful. All refreshed and ready for summer.
Oh, thanks. I like the outfits you and Barry picked out too. But wow, Agnes. Save some of the spotlight for the rest of us, why don't you?
I must agree.
Please, it's really nothing that special.
I do dig that outfit, though.
I can hardly imagine an outfit more befitting a lovely young lady like yourself.
It's something about that, like, red and burgundy with the white. Even, like, Katra's, like, the inside of his car. Like, I love that burgundy, red wine, like, red wine kind of color. Real good. Real nice. Offsets the white really well.
Thank you very much. I actually had a hard time picking this one out, believe it or not.
Yo, Sarah, real talk. The thing that's been lodged into the back of my skull is when Elaine shows up. Or if and when Vita shows back up, and then I need to take a 5-minute recess to the restroom and do nothing restroom worthy.
If it weren't for Judith, Fairy, Ren, and Odette's input, I probably would have walked out of the store empty-handed. I was so indecisive. Only because you look good in everything you tried on.
Don't sell yourself short. You chose that one in the end after all, so own it. We all think you look great.
Yeah, for real, Phil. Like, if we could get an Aubin time out of nowhere, I'd just like...
Don't we, Van? What say you?
Force in my hand, huh? I mean, I liked the old outfit just fine. But yeah, this one's nice too. It's the perfect blend of casual and refined, and I can tell the tailoring work is top of the line. Looks great on you, really.
And also, for the record, if we see Risha again and her tits have gotten even bigger again, I can't. I can't. It's like I will laugh uncontrollably. I will laugh so incredibly hard. But if her guns, if she went from like 40 millimeter to like 50 cal, I fucking can't, dog. Like, it's just, it's too much. And it's to the point now where like it's a gag. You know what I mean? Like, not like a bleh, but like it's a gag. Like, it's a bit that the designers at Falcom they just keep like upping it even more. Like, it's gotta be a bit. Like, it's gotta be a bit at this point. It is bonkers.
Thank you, Van. I'm really happy you like it.
Holy shit. A genuine compliment? From this socially inept dumbass? Say it ain't so.
Aaron, I love you.
It seems like you can teach an old dog new tricks after all. I'm almost jealous of her, honestly.
I really like your outfit too, Van. Oh, and that goes for everyone else, of course. I was cooped up at school taking finals through yesterday, so this is my first time getting to see everyone's new looks.
Ah, yeah. Still, the main reason we were able to get everyone together was because you finally got a few days off. All right, enough small talk. I want to go over a couple things. Namely, what we learned from Marduk, like how these new shard functions work.
Bro, everybody's got such a sexy collarbone. Just everybody's real defined collarbone action. It's like, good lord. Keep it down, would you?
And also how we're gonna respond to this whole space program shebang, depending on what happens with it.
I feel like I need to... Like, can you work? I mean, yeah, you can probably do, like, get more defined pecs and just get more collarbone. Get some more, like this. Just like, ugh, look at this collarbone. They all look so much better than mine. Much, much better.
So, to check my understanding, the plan is to split our 4SPG work into morning and evening shifts, correct?
You got it. I'm guessing that the program's second phase being pushed forward by half a month has thrown damn near everyone for a loop. And you can bet we'll be feeling the fallout from that mess one way or another. Just think about how slammed we were up through last month.
Fair point.
Don't remind me. I actually had to bust my ass for once.
With the influx of wealth pouring into the Republic, thanks in no small part to the revitalized economy, many criminal organizations, both in and out of Calvard, are looking to take advantage of the situation.
Same goes for all the new conmen, gangsters, black market brokers, and shell companies who've come knocking to get a piece of that pie. I knew the space program was gonna be a big deal, but I never thought it'd cause this much of a fuss. Even the film industry is practically scrambling to push astronaut movies into production.
Wait, seriously? Huh, that sounds kind of neat. Oh, speaking of astronauts, Major Amelia is totally the talk of the town right now, isn't she? If I didn't know any better, I'd say her popularity is on the same level as Elaine's.
Yeah.
She has to be that same person, right?
Yes.
Doesn't seem like she's bent on hiding it. We did hear that she was a major back during the coup, but the thought of her being a decorated ace pilot never even crossed my mind.
Then we have General Haring, commander of the Republican Air Force. It's a little hard to believe that she's the daughter of such an eminent figure within the military's top brass. During Operation Mille Mirage in the war 3 years ago, he was in charge of the entirety of the Republic's forces. I'm even told that, despite objections, he trusted Lieutenant General Bright enough to turn over command of Calvard's forces to him for a time.
Wow, that's kind of amazing. So he gave over full command to a general from another country?
I've heard that even Dad, the President, trusts him implicitly.
There are many a rumor about him from those of the Papal Guard who participated in the operation, all of which attest to his remarkable reputation. He likely served as part of the backup unit for Cassius, and would have stepped in for him had he fallen on the front lines.
With all those key players in mind, along with the CID, Marduk, and Ikaruga, I don't know if we can take that space program at face value or not. But what I do know is that it might have some connection to one of our pending cases.
Last April, we successfully recovered the octogeneses in their entirety.
Oh!
We heeded the warning left behind by their inventor, my great-grandfather, Professor C. Epstein. But that wasn't the only warning we heard regarding this.
Covered the octogeneses before the year 120X. Else all that we know will come to an end.
This was an isolated incident. You haven't averted the end he foretold in his final entry.
Indeed.
I didn't remember. Clearly.
That leaves us with less than 6 months, seeing as we're already well into 1209 now. Which means we can't afford to go about it at our leisure. If there's ever a time to act, it's now.
Yeah, we need to get on this like yesterday.
Fine, I guess I can help. Someone's got to be there to carry your asses, and I'm just the man for the job.
Everyone, thank you.
As spirited as ever, I see. Oh, seems my return to this merry crew was worthwhile indeed.
Sure was, big dog.
And I can speak for everyone in saying we're happy to have you back. Alrighty then, let's figure out where we're headed for our morning and afternoon shifts.
Smells like mystery and sweets.
But first, anyone got a preference for going or staying behind?
Oh, dibs on going. I haven't been able to pull my weight around here lately, what with all the events I've had to be at, so count me in.
I mean, I don't got a problem with that, but,
Didn't you have plans for this morning?
Huh? Do I?
Judith? Where are you? The event begins in 30 minutes and we still have the pre-event meeting to do before that.
Is that the same voice actor? Yeah, I loved Reverie. Nina, very, very sus. And it is the same act. Okay, for some reason I mean, granted, I haven't heard her in a while, but it sounded different to me.
What? Nina, what are you talking about? Oh, crap! The Golden Requiem Fan Appreciation Event!
Judith, please don't tell me you forgot.
Funny, Judith just got a call and had to go run somewhere. Oh, all right.
Who forgot? Not me. I was just getting ready to leave, which I'm doing right now. It's at Esprit Cinema in the Tyrell District, right? I'll be there in 15 minutes. Tell the directors thanks for waiting up. Bye!
Wait, Judith!
Click.
I am so sorry. I'll be done by this afternoon, so I'll catch up with you then. Good luck, you guys!
Well, someone's about to get chewed out. Hope she survives her latest tongue lashing from her grandma. Oh, speaking of, you've met her before, haven't you, Master?
We all have.
Oh, Dominique? Yes, we've crossed paths on a number of occasions, from incidents both public-facing and otherwise. I understand she was a great help to you while she was working on that much-lauded collaborative film.
Oh, right! You must mean Golden Requiem, Howl at the Dawn, the crossover between two of the biggest box office hits from last year. It's been enormously popular ever since its release back in April.
And it totally lives up to the hype. I've already seen it twice myself.
It's little wonder that they're so swamped with events and the like.
All right, so what's the plan, Chief? Who's going where?
I'm thinking on that now. We're losing daylight, so let's figure out what we're gonna do, then roll out.
After a brief discussion, Van's crew settled on scoping out 5 districts, including Old Town, during their morning shift. Then, excluding one member left to watch the office, they headed out for work and received a brief orientation on the new shard skill techniques. Bro, I'm not leaving Bearguard behind. What are you, nuts? Oh my god, can I leave Katra? Cobalt Kurt? Well, I mean, look, I'm just trying to think. Damn, dog, Bearguard's gonna stay put? Boo! Boo! Boo hiss boo! Team members in reserve can be swapped out at any time by pressing L2 in the directional pad. Don't worry if an ally is currently away from the party on another route. You can still exchange accessories and quartz with them if necessary. Notebook. All right. Main 4 SPGs. Connect. View connection level details and connection. Oh, sorry about that, gang. Fishing! God bless us! Ah. Fuck yeah! I don't know why I didn't ask about that sooner, dude. Yes, good. We're good. We're great. Let's go fishing first and foremost. Let's go do that. Oh. Okay, good. I can still bring him. No! No! Can't do it. TZ, be good, dude. Thanks for hanging. Yo, I do love everybody's new gear, though. Aaron's is fucking sharp as hell, dude. Bro.
Good morning, birdies. You sound extra happy today.
Yums.
Unlike Van, you're working and eating early in the morning. Good job.
Come on, that's a low blow. I have been trying to be an early bird too, you know.
Future poster girl.
Morning, everyone.
Mers, be good, dude.
Morning, Yums. How goes the swallow watching? Guessing pretty well by how chipper you are.
It's going great. This Sunday school project's been super fun. Hey, Anyas! Look at the baby chicks. They're bigger now, don't you think?
Oh wow, they really have. I remember when they were just tiny nestlings. Wasn't that nest only built a month ago? They grew up so fast.
It's nearly time for them to leave home. But it looks like they might have been put a little behind schedule this year.
I asked Mommy about that too, but she says they should be okay to fly away real soon.
Guess you can think of this as a limited time Monmar attraction. Might as well make the most of this chance to watch over them.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sad when they're gone. But that's okay. I'll just make tons and tons of memories with them before they go.
Ah, you may.
Victor, my guy. Wonder where Maxim is.
You've gone and grown up in the blink of an eye. Oh no, I can feel the old waterworks turning on.
Victor.
Please try to hold it in, Dad. It's too early to be making a racket. Good morning, everyone. You're heading out earlier than usual. Ah, right. Is everything all right with Judith? I saw her scrambling out the door a moment ago.
Oh, that? Nah, she's good. Just following her usual routine. Wake up, screw up, repeat.
They went from like 10 minutes of just glazing each other to just like shots fired.
Thank you for making our breakfast this morning. It was delicious as always.
Glad to hear it. Good luck with your work today. Van, You better not be thinking of slacking off just because you've got all your helpers with you. And cook yourself something decent, instead of stuffing down sweets for once. Remember, you are what you eat.
And we got an ingredient set.
Okay, I got it. You can get off your soapbox now.
Don't worry. We'll make sure everyone, especially Van, has a proper meal. Okay, Yume, we're heading out now.
Okie dokie. Have lots of fun, everyone!
About cooking. Home cooking can be done at any time via the gourmet tab of your notebook, provided you have both a recipe and its ingredients. Home cooking dishes can be learned by using recipe books found in shops or other locations. Do some cooking. You can also provide Victor with ingredients to have him cook up meals for you. Each unique meal eaten will help raise your gourmet rank, so make an effort to diversify your palate. Victor from Monmar will use ingredients in your inventory to make special border meals for you. Yeah, the gourmet points. All right, the bulletin board's a given, but we should take a peek at the secondhand repair shop too. I might as well swing by any other places that catch our interest on top of that.
Swallows. They'll be leaving the nest soon.
Boy, oh boy.
Now quit dawdling and buy something.
All right, I will. Relax, would ya? Products not previously seen in stores are marked with new. Bless us. Daybreak droplet. Hey, Aaron, what's up, man? Yeah, Turbo Slobber, it's real good, dude. So far, the OST has been, you know, shocker, incredible. Chocolate cigarette? Dude, is anybody else here old enough to remember candy cigarettes? Because those were a thing.
Stay out of trouble now.
Testing across the greater Edith area. Temperatures are also looking to rise again as the day progresses.
And then at one point in time, they had bubblegum cigars. Those are also really yummy too.
All for our weather report.
They taste like nothing, though? Yeah, but it was more for show. Just a stick of sugar.
This place is so cozy, I might never leave.
Oh, what would you like?
Some specialty bolognese, please.
Do your best out there, okay?
Sure shall.
Pick something already.
Okay, bro.
A meal, huh? Hold on. You better savor that flavor.
Sure did, sir.
Be
Thank
seeing
you.
ya.
All right, you will. Promise. Seriously? Christ! Who's gonna die first? Still there. I love it. No, what is that? Is that Falcom Diary? Sure is. Animal... Oh, Animal Index. I was like, what the hell does that say?
Chalk one up.
It's looking to be another scorcher.
Yeah, I hear a couple new tenants moved into that share house.
Would you care for some flowers? Well, since...
What would you like?
Some lavender jelly, please.
Stop by again sometime. Why don't we say hello and give them a warm Old Town welcome?
Knock, knock. Anyone home? Just a minute. Now, who could that be? Well, you don't look like any postman I've ever seen. Are you from a local business, maybe? Oh, right. There's some sort of problem-solving office on the second floor of Monmar, right? With a few shifty quotation marks around problem, but that's the one. Just thought we'd swing by and welcome you to the area. You've already heard of us, though? Pretty much everyone in Old Town calls you their go-to people in a pinch. Well, that's nice of them to say. We only just settled in, but this neighborhood has a real cozy atmosphere. It makes us feel a lot less homesick for Bohm than we would have been otherwise. The city of Bohm on the to the northeast of the capital. You can call it a city, but the railway doesn't go there, so it's got a real boony vibe to it. And that's why you were born and raised that's why you born and raised Bohmites moved into the storehouse together. Yep, Luke and I have been friends since we were little kids, so. Wait, look at the time. Oh, got something on your plate? My part-time job, actually. I'm running behind schedule. And it's all your fault for not waking me up on time, Luke. But not yours, Guinea, for staying out so late. Besides, who do you think I am, your mother? Right, I mean, we are basically family at this point. They certainly seem close. Yeah, and in a rush. Let's just mosey on out of their way.
It's looking to be another scorcher. Out on another day of hard work, huh?
Looking is always free, you know.
Custard cookie.
Come again.
Sure shall.
Looking is always free, you know.
Bro. Okay.
Come again.
It has to not be red. Okay.
So much hustle and bustle in the world these days.
Sheena, what are you reading?
My heart. This last chapter always makes me cry. Oh, I recognize that novel. Añez. Yeah, I'm rereading Sunshine Añez. The first edition you lent me was great too. Some parts were written a little differently, right? You'd have to really pore over the pages to notice that. I don't know the specifics, but... Well, this conversation picked up fast. You both avid bookworms, right? Yep. Oh, and while you're here, Katra, can I take Zeros out for another walk sometime, please? He'd make the cutest, most perfect familiar, just like in this story. I lack the proper context for that reference. The kids in Old Town sure have energy to spare. They certainly do. It's rather difficult not to mirror their energy.
Oh, that's why, because text speed fast. There we go.
So...
Hey, I have my own drink? Right on. Thanks, Falcom, for real. I mean it.
Whoops, wrong way.
They won't let me in. They're out here. All right, Rebecca, take care. Just try not to get too lost out there, okay?
Got it. I'll do my best.
Rebecca, the eternal shut-in, going out all on her own? Now there's a million Mira sight.
Van, and the rest of Arkwright Solutions, is this part of the rehabilitation you mentioned before?
Yeah, luckily she's been growing more comfortable with stepping out of her cave, one reg at a time. But her nerves still get the best of her, so I figured she might have an easier go if we made it a work thing. Introducing our brand new on-site repair service run by yours truly. As long as I focus on the mechanical side of stuff, yeah, I'll survive. Sounds like an uphill climb, but I respect the enthusiasm.
We wish you luck, Rebecca.
Shoot, hold on a sec.
Did you guys have business here today? We may have. Don't sell it at your workplace. Dad's back home for now, so really put him to the grindstone, okay? Roger that. Don't know what to do about your friend? I don't know either, buddy. I'm sorry.
What would you like?
Bargain bin.
Come again.
I will.
What would you like?
Oh, you know what?
Come again.
I need to look at... Is anything in the DLC tab going to be spoilery? BGM collection, survival kit, costumes, and colors. Selection of songs to Grimm's. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to look at any names or anything else, just in case. He made the Kurt Vander into his healer. I mean, props to him for not putting the Kurt Vander on the bench. I relished in the opportunity to put the Kurt Vander on the bench. Truth be told.
What would you like?
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Noi, it's hanging real good, man. Bro, have you heard the OP for this? Yeah, he was most certainly a bench warmer. There we go. Opening is great when the chorus hit. It hits. Oh, dude. It's just ferociously good. I'm gonna have to unlock everybody's, I understand. Making the player unlock all 3 slots 3 games in a row is rough. Has some spoilers, so avoid looking at your covers. Yep, sure did, sure will. Damn, Bearguard's cover is dope. Real dope.
Shifting to maintenance mode. That's a single element.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Yeah, I know I also have a very long tenured history with disabling the shit out of that.
Modifying your...
Switching to maintenance mode. You're in capable hands. Don't worry, Citri's got your back.
Activating maintenance mode.
Let's tune her up.
Yeah.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
I might be.
Switching to maintenance mode.
She's already got a cast, so that's fine.
Activating maintenance mode.
Executioner. Extirpator? What?
Upgraded Executioner with plus 50% damage. Golly. Aaron, I will. Thanks, bud. Ophanic Force. Resist 1 KO with 1 HP and greatly restores HP, EP, and CP. Golly. Avenging Arts. Avenging Arts.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
Maintenance mode engaged. You're in capable hands.
Yeah.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
I know we are.
New shard skill added.
Switching to maintenance mode. Single element slot accessed. New shard skill added. Maintenance mode engaged. That one's a single element slot. Looks like a new... That is a single element slot. Oh, don't worry. Citri's got your back.
Oh.
That's a single element slot. New
Activating maintenance. Sorry, that's a single element slot.
Let's tune her. That's a single element slot, man.
Oh, he's already got to hit one. All right, thank goodness. Hey, Mr. JRPG, thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. I hope you were doing well. Oh, and you were doing Horizon as well, eh? Good. How's that going for you, man? And also, thank you very much. Always pleasant talks, like real, just good, wholesome, down-to-earth talks, man. So I appreciate it a great deal. It's going very, very well, man. How about yours? Been enjoying it further ahead? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the OP was quite the bop.
Switching to maintenance mode.
We're gonna switch to maintenance mode. In case any of you are curious.
Come again.
I will. Oh wait, no, because even as support characters, I'll still be able to see enemies and chests, or... Right, because there's still a support character, yeah? Maybe I'll utilize Anya's some more. Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. Just checking. Bye, Fairy. Back to the Pine. Cobalt Curtain for the win. Cobalt Curtain, my beloved. Wait a minute. Oh, because I still got to talk to Dad, yeah? Yo, Filinkoff. How's business? Perfectly well and good, thanks to Chris. Rebecca's become much more proactive as well. It gets Father all misty-eyed, it does. Kisara moving in must have sparked a change of heart in her somehow. It just goes to show, you can never tell what bonds people may form or where they might lead. You can say that again.
All the more when you consider how close the residents of Old Town are with each other.
Hear, hear. It's my hope that everyone will continue to look out for one another. Though personally, I'm eager to set off on my next journey. To the sweet. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you? Well, for the time being, I plan on watching over the kids as they tackle their new challenges. I'll also be managing our establishment's workshop, so if there's anything you need, simply say the word. The synthesis. Well, wait. I have to tell myself to wait. However... God damn. Pardone.
Come again. What would you like?
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Your event is a single element slot.
Bigger critties.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Take it easy. Oh, that's what it is. The old Cast 2. Bingo.
Don't worry, Citrus got your back.
Cool. Makes me feel all warm and squishy on the inside.
Modifying your orb. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot.
I know what it is.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm not.
You're in capable hands. Oh, a new skill.
Oh.
Maintenance mode engaged.
You know what? That boy, it just reminds me of that girl from Waiting. When the, you know, like this just super miserable chick. And she's like, oh, I don't think I should, but I think I'm going to have a nice ice cream sundae with hot fudge. She's like, that does sound good. And then, like, she turns away and she's just like, you know, goes off the rails. That's all I can think of.
Come again. What would you like? Come again.
What else am I? Oh, it's because it's in the bargain bin.
Come again.
Well then.
Well.
Those swallows look like they'll be leaving the nest soon.
Meow. There's a conspicuous piece of paper on the bulletin board. The public bathhouse Laguna is unbelievably filthy. The rooms haven't been properly sanitized, and they don't change out the water much at all. But the worst part? There's dirt everywhere in the sauna room. It's a mess. What the? This can't be right. Laguna is the furthest thing from filthy. Van, what do you make of this? Speaking as a regular, I can say with confidence the person reporting this is serving a big old slice of bullshit. Who in the world would post this and why? Some people may very well take their words as the truth. You want to look into it? Of course. There's no way I could let something like this slide.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Certain quests and events will involve particular topics, right?
Planner launched. Objective set.
Okay.
Oh, it's literally the lady right behind us.
Launched.
No, I meant to do... Yeah, here we go. I gotta remember to do this more. Again, I wish, at least in bits of the conversation, just for me, just because I'm such a space cadet, I wish there would be like a little something that like would just quickly pop up, like updated term or something like that. You know what I mean? Unless they do that and I'm just getting ahead of myself, that would be swell.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, that whole story? As a matter of fact, I'm actually something of an eyewitness to it. See, I was there spying from the shadows when the culprit put up one of those postings late last night. You were? Yes, I was too afraid to go and to get a good look at his face. But I can say for a fact that it was a green-haired man. And when he passed me by, I distinctly caught the scent of citrus on him. A green-haired man who smelled of citrus? Those are some good leads. Appreciate you sharing, ma'am. Please, think nothing of it. Key phrase, culprit is a green-haired man. Obtained. Kevin? Looking at you, big dog.
Got something to ask you.
I could tell for a fact that it was a green-haired man who put up that posting. And when he passed me by, I distinctly caught a scent of citrus.
Okay, so she's not going to tell me anything else? Right, Kevin's back and he's already committing crimes. He's a rascal. The caps were warranted, even if they were accidental or not, Phil. Definitely. Warranted. Oh, this way.
Excuse me?
Oh, I've heard talk about that posting. What a complete load of a crock.
Good to know we're on the same page with this.
It's given for any of us here in Old Town. A customer of mine said it got their goat so fierce that they tore it down in a fit of disgust. But then a new one got put up in its place. We're dealing with a tenacious little backbiter. The current posting isn't the first in that case. Is there anything else you can tell us? Already shared all I know, I'm afraid. If you happen to find the culprit, break him over the coals for me, will ya?
And now we bring you the weather. How's it looking for us?
So now, in order to advance, do I have to go and find all of the talk to all of the exclamation points?
Gotta check out that rocket launch. I was running late yesterday, so I had to settle for taking a shower. You know what that means. Got me some lost sauna time to catch up on.
First thing in the morning? Never change, Van. Never change.
Wait, no. Nope. Sorry, I didn't want to talk to you like this. I wanted to ask you a question. Right here. This is it.
Do you have a moment?
Ah, that posting. I'll tell you what, little Anya's got my deepest sympathies. There's not a soul around who could read all that and feel uplifted. Any regular can tell it's nothing but hogwash, though. An absolute nuisance is what it is.
Oh, Van, funny meeting you here. I guess this is your home turf, though, huh?
Totally slipped our minds. Well, if it ain't the street racers, not every day we run into you two around here.
Yes, long time no see. Ever since you told me about this bathhouse, I'd been raring to drop by. It sounded like just the thing to loosen my body up, so I tagged along too. Have to say, it's pretty darn nice.
Oh, we got a convert. Take it from me, the best part about this place is the sauna.
And there he goes again. Oh, let him be. I'm sure he's beside himself having people he can share two hobbies with at once.
Do you have a moment?
Huh? Someone actually posted that on the Old Town bulletin board? But the baths here are great. Man, talk about obnoxious.
You can say that again.
So, got a question for you.
Okay, so that was the same. Is it something different with her?
Got a question for you.
No? Okay. It's the same.
Excuse me?
Huh? This place is unsanitary.
Ah, that's just what some BS post on the bulletin board said. Sounds like this is the first you're hearing about it.
Yeah, otherwise I might not have come here at all. Good to know it's just a smear campaign.
Oh, wait, that's not green hair. I mean, I guess it is. It's like Duddle's green.
Pardon me.
Oh, I believe I've seen you here on more than a few occasions. Likewise. So, mind if I ask you something as a fellow regular? It's green, but it is not green. Correct. Many different shades. Yep. About the bulletin board posting? I saw it, yes. Outrageous nonsense, word after word. Incidentally, are you aware of the recent influx of troublesome bath-goers at this establishment?
Yes, we were going to ask you about them as well.
I must have been born under an unlucky star with how many encounters I've already had with their sort. Some come in groups, chattering loudly, while others bring their towels into the hot water. There are even those who enter the sauna room without wiping themselves down, or who leave their used razors behind. For real? That's just nasty. Hey, Kresic, thank you very much for the follow, bud. Welcome in. Mere bandwagoners jumping in on the sauna craze, every last one. Most of them were youngsters, the frivolous sort, by my reckoning. With that in mind, I'm willing to bet that one of these vexatious guests is the culprit behind all this slander. Yeah, used razors in a bathroom? Imagine that. Yuck. Vexatious guests, you say? Is there any specific reason? Isn't it obvious? The inconvenience they cause others is of no consequence to them. Anyone so egotistical to the core would have no issue spreading that tripe for kicks. This is exactly why I hate the gaudy, garish youth. Oh, narrow-minded much? Do you have any evidence to back this claim? Only my suspicions. It's not as though I intend on ferreting the culprit out. At any rate, this entire topic is irking me. I'm through talking about it. He kind of rubs me the wrong way. He put the bulletin up. Green-haired. Does he smell like citrus? Those rowdy bathgoers must have really offended him. By the way, is that... Ah, you fucking see, there it is! By the way, is anyone else picking up a faint scent? Must be either the shampoo or body soap he uses. Smells citrusy. Aha! Catchphrase or key phrase: culprit is a disruptive bathgoer.
Let me ask you something.
Damn you, disruptive bathgoers! Good morning. Oh, it's Van and the gang. You sure love your morning baths, huh? Hey, no better way to start my day than a quick hop in the sauna before the crowds come in. That right there is the trick to a good work shift. Well, I won't deny that the baths here feel great. Definitely. And those Remiferian steam rooms you have, Loylies? Dude, didn't we do this in Daybreak 1? Did I pronounce that correctly? Or is it Lileys? I'm thinking Motley Crue. And those two dots are over the O in Motley Crue. You know, me being the old dude that doesn't know. Dunno. I'm totally hooked on them too now. My grandparents also came up from there, so ours are the real deal. We probably owe our recent popularity to that mural, though. Hey. Kisara painted it, right? You can almost feel it jumping off the wall. Her art on display at Aramis Academy's festival was much the same. She truly does abound with talent. She's been kind of busy since enrolling in Aramis, but she still pops in by every now and again. I should let her in for free as an extra tip. She's from up in Northumbria herself, yeah? Might already be familiar with Loylies then. Either way, it's good to know she's starting to come out of her shell. We appreciate you helping to make her feel welcome here. No prob, she might be 2 years older, but I'd say we're pretty close friends.
Stepping inside?
Welcome, welcome. 500 beans? We have to. Our first bath trip in Horizon. It's tradition, folks.
This is perfect.
This steam feels quite pleasant.
Does it feel quite steamy?
It sure is hot. I'm sweating up a storm.
Saunas are wonderful. Saunas in a steam room. Hit the steam room first. Incredible.
I feel fully refreshed after that.
Bing, bang, boom.
Get warmed up enough?
Here you can obtain... Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Chalk one up.
And isn't it... It's like every chapter, right? We can do that. I think I missed... I might have missed one in Daybreak 2, maybe? I don't remember. All right, so we've talked to everybody in here.
We just gotta check out that rocket launch.
Yeah.
So much hustle and bustle in the world these days.
Let me ask you something.
All right, so now I feel like, unless I missed one somewhere,
Would you care for some flowers?
I'm not sure if it triggers anything or I just have to find the green-haired dude.
Got something to ask you.
Excuse me?
Ugh, that bunch of baloney. They've gotten a lot of nerve calling us unsanitary. So you guys are always on top of the cleaning then.
I think I talked to her but I didn't do like the talk part.
The way I hear it, some bathhouses totally skimp on that front. That's why we make it a point to keep our facilities so spotless, you can eat off of them. Don't actually try it though, or we'll have a different problem.
No worries. I know firsthand how spick and span this place is.
So, has that posting hurt customer traffic at all?
So far, not a bit. If anything, we've got more business than ever. At the end of the day, saunas are all the rage right now, almost as much as outer space is.
I do get the impression that they've often been featured in magazines and such recently.
Hell, we got a sauna junkie in the flesh here. Alright, homie, I'm off to Dreamland to see Elaine sitting on my face. Yo, Sarah, I love you, dude. Get a great night's sleep. I hope you wake up with all sorts of tingles and jingles. Much love, dude. Tell me about it. Don't go egging him on, Anya. The term is enthusiast, thanks.
Well, back on topic, we've been getting a lot of first-timers lately. They'll talk as loud as they want to enter the sauna without even washing off first, and that's just the beginning. Etiquette challenged people like that tend to stick out, I guess.
If someone tried that crap in front of me, they'd get an earful and then some. But anyway, thanks for the info. Oh, I see. Oh, so now we have multiple choices. All right.
If I may trouble you a moment.
We've been seeing a few more etiquette challenge guests here lately.
Oh yeah, we just did that one. Derp-a-derp. Sorry.
Got a question for you.
They reworked the topic quest to be more involved. Okay. The culprit must be one of those disruptive bathgoers. At any rate,
Pardon me.
All right, so it's still the same.
Got a question for you.
All right.
Excuse me?
This is only my second time here, but I'm an avid sauna goer in general. Every once in a while, you'll run into someone who can't even follow the most basic rules. People like that are why newcomers will get the evil eye from regulars. It's a real pain in the butt.
Excuse me?
Bad-mannered bathers? I didn't notice anything special. You think some of the regulars here might think of us that way?
Nah, don't sweat it. You guys should be fine.
Excuse me?
It does feel like there's been an upturn in poorly mannered bathgoers. Can't even relax with folks like them around. If anything, it gets your blood boiling. From that perspective, the culprit might actually be one of us regulars. That's so. It's definitely a possibility. Okay, I think that's all the information we need.
Wow, we sure talked to a lot of people, didn't we? We heard multiple perspectives on the misinformation posted to the board. What stood out to me was Hux. He said the culprit might be irregular. And someone else speculated it was the work of a vexatious guest.
All right, didn't we get a description of the person who put up that post?
Yes, a green-haired man who gave off the scent of citrus.
Well, this is turning out to be a pretty damn good warm-up case. Hey, Agnes, have you worked out who the culprit is?
Oh, yes. I'm fairly certain it's a green-haired regular we spoke to earlier. His features match the eyewitness's report, and the citrus scent is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, and he's got a motive for it, too. Right, those dickhead bathgoers grinded his gears like nobody's business. Guess he thought that the dabblers would stay away if he made the bathhouse's rep go down the shitter. Then he could enjoy the bathhouse in peace.
I knew something was up when he tried pinning the blame on other guests. In any event, I don't think that there's any room for doubt now. He must be our perpetrator. Then shall we speak to the man in question again?
Yeah, let's bring this case to a close. I didn't even think about, like, asking that one. Just gave it the old grip and rip.
A little birdie told me.
You can't be serious. You would accuse me of putting up that post? I demand to see your proof. Well, afraid we've only got circumstantial evidence, but if you really want to see it that bad, we can go and grab it.
Just know that if we go down that road, there will be no avoiding getting the police involved. If you don't want things to escalate to that point, then I would strongly suggest you confess right now.
Nice. Got his ass.
You're so cool, Agnes.
So, what'll it be? I admit it.
I can't believe it. That was all you're doing?
Yes. The little time I got to spend in the Laguna baths each day was precious to me. I know I say Laguna, but it's probably Laguna. My bad. That being said, I fully understand what I did was a crime, so I'll turn myself into the police. You too good with the outcome?
Honestly, I really don't think we need to make a mountain out of a molehill. In fact, I understand where you're coming from. Also, we've kind of been letting bad-mannered guests have their run of the place, admittedly. As such, we won't say a word to the police. Still, letting them off the hook entirely doesn't feel right either.
Can't say I disagree. What do you think, Agnes? Curious about your thoughts, seeing as you were the MVP in this case.
You think? I'm pretty sure everyone else worked out the answers too, though. Well, let's see.
Fuck, here we go again, dog. Perform cleaning duty, hand out flyers, banned from the premises. The decision making, here we go. Damn, I could be a real dickhead, just ban him from the premises. Decisions. Make him like that dude in Back to the Future, like, help them $100, help save the clock tower. Help save the clock tower. Embrace chaos. Done.
Honestly, I think you went way too far spreading those mistruths. By all accounts, Laguna would be well within their rights to have you barred from ever setting foot through their doors again.
You're out, fuckface.
However, that wouldn't really sit right with me, so maybe they can give you a 3-month ban instead. That sounds reasonable to me. How do you feel about that?
If that's what it takes to make amends, then that's totally fine by me. Look at you go, Agnes.
You showed excellent judgment. Honestly, I was just channeling what Van might have said in this context. What matters is that we've reached a good point of compromise.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Anya's the softie. Whoa. My chaos just got really big. I just got a huge chaos. Certain choices, we know how that goes. You can do many things from the desk at Arkwright Solutions. SP report, right? Radio, and then rest. Okay, that about does it for Old Town. Definitely catching a little whiff of something, though. Chaos Mare from Daybreak 1 was some good. Embrace it. I did notice, too, like, the animation for the scale was a bit more clearly defined, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh, well, still gotta drop by Station Street in Central Marche this morning. Might as well poke our heads in at Station Street Guild while we're at it, and maybe the police station over in Sidon, too. Would have been nice if I could just ask him about the space program, but he's probably neck-deep in his work on it. Guess I'll have to settle for talking to anybody else that's connected to it. Travel menu, Station Street, Sidon District, Tryon Mall, and Central Marche added. The huge. Right on.
Planner launched.
Not what I meant to do. Yeah, we know that. I'm gonna save up. Boom. Did it all by my lonesome. Yeah, and I think before we get into another one, I know it's a little bit early, but I think this will be a good stopping point for now. Because if we run into a lane somewhere, if she's here, I'm gonna lose my mind and probably not be able to sleep. So, yeah, good progress. And then we'll, we'll just get back after it again Friday morning. I'm 99.9% sure nothing going on. However, we're supposed to get smuckered with a snowstorm this weekend, and I might have a snow day on Monday, which would be really... So I say I would have a snow day, but it's like Youngblood might not have school. There, henceforth, I'll have a snow day. Yeah, dude, knowing it's supposed to be real gnarly, man. Like, we're supposed to get, like, 7 to 8 inches on Saturday, and then, like, 6 to 7 inches again on Sunday, into Monday, some more, like... Good grief, Charlie Brown. Is it Blunt? What's it down there? Like, my in-laws, they're in the Villages. Yeah, no, we're supposed to get a whole ton of snow, man. Banana Land. Yeah, Blunt's gonna say like 45, 50. Shame. Shame. Ring the bell. Boo. You're gonna hit like negative 30 with the wind chill on Friday? Gross, dude. Really?
Right.
Y'all would be angry if I said so. Bro, it's 50 down there. That's like perfect autumn weather up here. Blunt, you're all good, dog. Whoa! Sorry, I meant to alt-tab out. That's what I was trying to do, man.
Alrighty.
Oh man. We'll go raid Feb for sure. Oh yeah. It's always good laughs for sure. You know the drill. Oh, I spelt it right first try. Imagine that. Grumpy, have a great night. Everybody, thank you very, very much. 2 nights in a row. We'll make it 3 days in a row. Come Friday morning, man. That'll be the usual, man. We'll do Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday morning, as is tradition, man. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you, man. You guys be good, stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Alrighty.